Yeah, can you send him my 2 o'clock? Thank you. Just looking over the email. Hi, gorgeous. Welcome. Look at you. Haven't you been garnering a lot of attention recently? Hence why you need a stylist, I suppose. Well, I'm very blessed and lucky that you have chosen me. Even though I am the best in the business, nobody can deny it. Yeah. Well, I'm just looking over this email that your manager sent me, and is it right that you want me to show you 3 outfit options for your next planned paparazzi appearance? Yeah, well, these things are really important, you know. It's like all the rage to have these like put together outfits for the paparazzi, so I totally get you. Well, I've already picked out about 4 or 5 options, but I will only be showing you 2 or 3 depending on your colour analysis. I tried to do one online. Your manager sent me like these photos that she took of you in natural lighting, but you can never trust these things. No, I need to look at you in the real light. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to quickly. Yeah, I've got some gold here and some silver here. I'm just gonna put them next to you. Okay, I think you've got more blue undertones. Let me just try to put it next to the gold. What do you normally wear, silver or gold? Silver? Okay. Well, you do have more blue undertones, so I do think that silver is your best intention. Okay, well, if that's the case, I have 3 outfit options for you. I didn't know what vibe you wanted. Now, your manager did send me over like a Pinterest board full of like inspiration for your most recent album, but it was quite vague because your album is kind of like, it's a bit all over the place, and that's kind of intentional. So that gave me a lot of creative freedom, but it also didn't, it was, you know, I don't know what exactly you want. So these outfits are all very different vibes, so you get to choose which one you like best, or you can choose more than one to have multiple different paparazzi experiences if that's in your budget. I don't know how much your budget is for planned paparazzi photos. I imagine they're quite expensive. I mean, I've never had them myself, so I don't know these things. Anyway, I'm gonna get right into it if you don't mind, because I do have another appointment in half an hour. Yeah, Selena Gomez. Yeah, I thought that she wants me to kind of help her cling on to popularity. So, but you kind of don't need that. You're already at your height, you know. So I'm just gonna get right into it. Okay. So I'm gonna do the main outfits first, and then we'll go on to the shoes and then the accessories, just that I can be a bit organised here. So the first outfit vibe, I thought that we'd go for quite dark, edgy, but also more like preppy, because the vibe of your album is giving quite academia vibes, but I didn't know if you wanted dark or light, so I kind of did a bit of both. So this is the first top that I have got. It's a corset top, and this ribbon kind of goes through all of it, so it's like that, but it's not done up right now. You put it together with these clasps, they're really easy, just like that. And it's got this sticky line up here so that it doesn't fall down, so you don't need to worry about that at all. It's also got ruching at the back, so you don't have to worry about it not fitting, but also obviously you will try all these on, and I can make tailoring arrangements if it doesn't fit you absolutely perfectly. And it's got these lines going down, as well as this safety pin, which if you don't like the safety pin, I think that it adds quite a lot to the top, but if you don't like it, I can remove it. Or if you want it on a different placement, I can also move it like that. And I was thinking, to go along with it, I could have this skirt right here. It does do up with Velcro, and then these buckles right here, and the lines match and align very perfectly with the lines of this top here, so it looks very cohesive. Now the skirt is quite short, but I mean, the shorter the skirt the better in my opinion, but if you want it to be longer, I can have it made longer for you. And of course you would be wearing shorts because, you know, we don't want to flash someone this early on in your career. Now, it's got these buckles along here, and I do have the perfect shoes for these, but I'll show you that in a minute. Keep you on your toes. Well, that is the first base option. Now, I feel like I don't need to say this, but just in case, because have you been to a stylist before? It's your first one. I'm not surprised. I mean, you are quite early on in your career. If you like the items but you don't like how I've styled it, which that's okay, not everyone can have perfect fashion like styling. If you do want to change them around, you can, just let me know. I may try and talk you out of it though if I think that it's an ugly combination, but we all have to like learn our lessons, you know. Okay, so then that is the first base. And the second one, I'm still going along with like the academia vibe. That was more like the dark academia with like the pinstripes and stuff. But now we're going for more light academia. Now for the top, we've got this poofy sleeved with this big dramatic collar, and once again it is cropped. And it is pretty wrinkly right now. I think that looks nice with the style of it. It looks kind of effortless, like, oh, I didn't know the paparazzi was going to be here, so I just kind of threw something on thinking that no one would see me, yet I look amazing and effortless. But if you do want to iron it, that is also obviously an option. It's got these buttons down the front as well. And I think that this would look good with this skirt right here. And it's got buttons as well, very similar to the top. Now this skirt is quite interesting because it's pleated on this half, but nowhere else has. It's kind of flat everywhere else, but. So that is the second base option. I think this will make you look like very sophisticated, whereas the other one will make you look a bit more edgy and a bit more bold. But obviously it depends on how you do your makeup and things like that. I've seen the photos for your recent cover art, and it is, you know, very experimental, so you could pair this with like a light blue eyeshadow and like red lip, or maybe like a smoky eye if you really want to go different. I personally, as a stylist, really like contrast, being like heavy dark makeup with like elegant looking outfits, and that is kind of my signature, so I would appreciate if you do that, so then people will know that I did your look and they'll hire me more. So if you want to do that, that is an option, but obviously you're not forced to. I'm only here for the clothing, not the makeup. Only here to offer suggestions. That is the third base outfit, and now for the last base outfit, it is also a bit different. I have right here this dress. Now it's very long, where the other two options were quite short, but this one goes down to the floor. Depending on how tall your shoes are, you'll be able to see your shoes though. And it's made of this beautiful silk material. It's got this bow at the front, cherries. These are strawberries, I'm quite blind. Strawberries with like this beautiful strap as well. And it's the same all the way down. Got a boring end to the dress. I think it would have been nice if it had this at the bottom as well, but we can't have it all. I think that this is a very good option because it tells a story, you know. It leads the viewer of the paparazzi photo to ask questions like, oh, where have they been? Have they, you know, gone on a date? Is there any like is there another person in their life, you know, or are they just doing it for themselves? You know, have they seen someone important? It asks a lot of questions. So if you want to grab people's attention and have people talk about you more, this is a very good option. So far, which base outfit are you leaning towards more? Okay, can you rank them? 1, 2, 3. Okay, what's 1? Okay, I thought as much. It suits you very well. And then 2nd and 3rd. Okay, I'll throw 3rd in the bin. It's in the trash. It's gone. And now for shoes. I have only 2 shoe options, and they are both heels. But you'll probably only be wearing this outfit for like a good 10-15 minutes, and then you can go into limo and take it all off. So I don't really care if your feet hurt or not. It's more for the look of things. Yeah, you get it. Now the first option is a bit more casual. It's a classic heeled boot. It's not too high as well, because I mean, look here how much your foot is actually going to be like at an angle. It's not that much, so they won't hurt that bad. And these are classic. I mean, I think these would look good with all of the outfits. Maybe less so the dress though. I think the dress you want something a bit more formal, hence why I have the 2nd option. See, I think of these things. I'm a professional. And this is the 2nd option. And it has buckles here to go along with it. Now I think that this shoe would be absolutely perfect with both the dress and also the first outfit I showed you, because the skirt has the same buckle, so it would look very cohesive. Now this is a lot more heeled. As you can see, your foot is at a lot more of an angle than the first one. But beauty is pain, and these photos are going to be around forever, so I'd say it's worth it. Now, for the jewellery, which is a very important part. Yes, I'm just going to put these shoes over here. Now, I do have 1 pair of gold earrings. Now, I know that we've determined that silver is more of your colour, but that doesn't mean that you can't wear gold. It's all about personal preference at the end of the day. And also it could be quite a statement to wear jewellery in the colour of a metal that doesn't suit you and kind of washes you out. That could be very eye-catching. So it's up to you. The first earring, I have a classic. We have the classic hoops, but these are a bit more interesting because they have an interesting texture. You've got little zigzags all alongside. Now these are quite casual, so if you're wearing the dress, I don't think this would be the best option. If you're wearing the dress, I would go for either these, which are very formal. Now they are gold, but like I said, it could be kind of a statement. I'll just see them beside you. Okay, they don't wash you out too much. It's not that bad. You could wear these, or if you are determined not to go for gold, you could just not go gold or silver, and then these are very dainty, and they also have strawberries on them which match the dress pretty perfectly, alongside the red bow which matches the dress. So this is another option. Those are 3 earrings that I have, and then for necklaces I also have 3 options. Now I only have silver for these because as soon as we did the colour analysis I immediately threw all the gold ones out because I wasn't going to do that to you. But if you are going for the gold, you can mix metals. That's also quite a statement. The first necklace, we have this chain with this heart with wings. Now it's quite a thick chain and it's also quite short, so it lies like a little bit above here, or if you want to tighten it really, you can make it a choker, which I think would be very cute with like the more casual outfits. And then this one is a bit longer and a bit bigger, so a bigger pendant. It has got a black card in the middle of this detailed sort of frame. And it can be a bit longer, it hangs around there, but also I can fix it to make it shorter or longer depending on what you want. And then lastly, I have this necklace, which is it's a bit of a mixture of the first two, and it's around medium length, and it's kind of mysterious. It's like, because clearly there used to be a pendant here, but this is the kind of the purposeful design of the necklace. It leads to more questions like, ooh, how did the necklace break? Is it really old? Is it an antique? When really it was made like around a year ago and it deliberately looks messy. But they don't know that, you know. Yeah. Now I think this could be paired beautifully if you layer these. If layering is your thing, I would recommend it, but I know that it's not everyone's thing. That is all the jewellery options, and then obviously for rings, you have your own line with Swarovski, so you'll wear that, won't you? Yeah. That's why I didn't bring any rings. I knew you'd want to rep your own brand. So what are you thinking outfit-wise? Give me your selection. That is a very good option. Very good choices. And shoes. Okay. And then jewelry. Very nice, very nice, very, 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 very nice. You should take my job, honestly. I mean, I have always admired your style. I know that your style is very important to you, and you can tell it looks amazing. You always look great. Well, I'll email all those choices and what we've discussed here to your manager right now. And do you want to come in for a fitting on Tuesday? You're busy? Well, can you cancel? I'm very busy. Okay, brilliant. I will see you on Tuesday then. I'll do a fitting and then I'll tailor whatever you need, and I'll have it ready for the paparazzi appearance on Thursday. Now don't forget to model well, and if you can slip into any interviews that I was the one who did your styling, that would be very helpful, because the more customers the better, even though I am